I want to get Ward back over here to talk just a little bit. He's here. Come on back, Ward Todd. We want to talk to Ward for a few minutes before we go to the news from CBS. We have so many great people here with us tonight. It is our 75th anniversary show, and so many great folks have come back. So many people calling in. It's just amazing. Isn't it amazing to see all these people, Ward, and talk to all these folks again?
I do this every year.
I think we should do it for our 76th.
That'd be cool.
It's a lot of fun. As I mentioned before, I don't think there's been this many people in this building in 100 years.
Even at its height, we didn't have this many.
No.
Yeah.
So what do you, I have to ask you, you know the answer to this, what do you attribute the success of this radio station, 75 years?
Well, I mean, obviously a lot of it is the people that many you've mentioned who were, you know, from Bob Browning on forward, who became institutions, who became a part of people's lives. KMY had a unique ability, I think, to connect with listeners. I think like no other station around, and so I remember back in the day, I'm thinking 67, 68, 69, there was a pulse survey, and at night from 6 to 9 o'clock, KMY had 96% of all radio listeners tuned to that station. Now you could pick up ABC in New York and MGM and all those big stations, but Kingston populace, the Kingston citizens, listen to this station every single day.
And there were no FM stations like there are today.
Yeah, there was some playing some easy listening music, but right, they were, you know.
Not like it is today.
No.
And there were we had 3 great radio stations in this town where, of course, I love the station you began at.
Yeah, started at BAZ, 1550.
As a matter of fact, you inspired my quote in my yearbook, by the way, because I remember listening to you in 1968, and you used to play this song by the association called Time for Living. You used to say you liked it, and there was a quote from that song I put under my picture because of that.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that was a great song.
That was a great song.
Yeah. So yeah, BAZ was a great station, and it had a decent following. But when Joe Schuler offered me the chance to come here in 1970, I knew that this was the station. This was the peak in Ulster County to work at KMY. So came to work with Bill Lang, who was the news director in 1970. After about a year, he left and went to Sullivan County to work. So I became the news director and stayed for a while. Then, as you know, came back in the mid 70s and stayed till 03.
Yeah. So when you came back, you didn't do the mornings right away, though, I don't think.
No, Joe hired me to come back as operations manager. I did the afternoon news for a little while, and then he was looking for an operations manager in 76. So I did that when we were on Fair Street, and then went back on the air in 84 doing the morning show.
Was that a great building to work in, 212 Fair Street?
It was.
And you're lucky enough to be right next door now.
Yeah, now
with the
here we
chamber,
are.
right?
Yeah, regional broadcasters bought that from former Mayor Garrigan. A great house.
It was a beautiful house. I love working there. So many great memories. We did so many things, had so many great parties. Joe Schuler upstairs, and the big sales office, and 5 bathrooms, I think, and a shower and everything. We had so much fun back there.
They all worked.
And they all worked. Indeed, yeah. As a matter of fact, I know a couple. Remember Ron Hewitts?
Sure.
He used to take showers every weekend there. He didn't have a shower at his house.
Yeah. I remember.
I heard from him the other day. I tried to get him on, but he says, I'm too shy. I said, Ron, you're an attorney in Washington now. How can you be too shy to come on the air?
Yeah,
You know?
good guy.
But so many great people over the years.
Yeah.
And we continue. So, thanks for coming over.
Okay, it's my
Really
pleasure.
appreciate it. Good to see you, as always.
8:15 is the big time, right?
8:15, we will start to give away these gift certificates, of course, to folks who did qualify. And we have a couple of minutes before the news break, so why don't we, Steve,